Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things. Also, I'm Jarvis.
I'm Jordan. Oh, I stretched at the wrong time.
You're also a ghost?
Oh, I stretched too much. I died.
You're being haunted by the stretch.
Oh, I'm a northern ghost.
Now you're a northern ghost.
I died from being from the north.
It's kind of what happened. What happened to you? I don't know why I hesitated. What happened to you?
It's going to be so true. If heaven's real and we end up there, imagine trying to...
Today.
Imagine if I friggin' died. Would you be sad? Okay.
What are we talking about today?
Okay. Imagine if we go to heaven. I mean, you know how hard it is to, like, if someone asks us what we do when we're in an Uber, imagine how much harder it's going to be at the pearly gates. Like, what did you do? I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like,
yeah.
Do you keep an eye on Earth? Have you seen some of the stuff last 100 years?
Like, we're kind of just talking, and that's kind of it. That's kind of the end.
Oh, like Joe Rogan.
Well, it is like, it's not, you're close enough.
He's here. He's the new God.
Wow, what great or bad timing.
Why? How come?
Just because, I don't know, what is Joe Rogan going to think of me in the pearly gates?
Oh, bye. See ya. Yeah, it's pretty homogenous up here now. It's there's a lot of certain types missing.
He's certain types?
I don't want to get into it.
Is this the voice of Joe?
It's all MMA up here now.
Oh, I see. That's the type you're referring to.
Were you ever a rogue man?
When he was hosting Fear Factor, and this is not a joke. I did used to watch a lot of Fear Factor. Fear is not a factor for me, is what I learned.
Sure, you were bored.
Unless I have to eat like boar nuts or whatever the hell.
Yeah, a lot of that show was not like fear as much as it was yuck.
Just disgusting.
Like, you have to walk across 1,000 tarantulas and they'll all kill you, or you gotta look at my poo poo.
Yeah,
like, oh,
you gotta eat the poo poo of a bad guy, and it's like, wait, why do you have to? Are you scared? It's like, well, I wouldn't. Scared isn't really the word I would use.
Bothered factor.
Yeah, bothered factor. Disgusting factor.
Uncomfortable.
It looks like disgustingness is a factor for you, and I'd be like, yes, Joe, it is.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna head home, man. What do I win? Like $200 before tax if I win this show?
Right. I don't really get any sort of fame or fortune out of this.
Free balls to eat.
That'll all be going to you.
I used to watch that show too, and the only thing I remember is that one woman got eliminated because she was putting mascara on and she accidentally scratched her cornea with her mascara brush.
That's scary. Fearful.
Is she scared?
Scary.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would have been. So it turns out that fear and bodily harm are a factor.
Fear was
Getting hurt factor.
Getting hurt is a factor for you.
I was very unironically a big Joe Rogan fan in college because it was just him talking about like karate and whether monkeys can drive. And there was at the time, very little
I think
element.
you and Gabrus kind of had the same, or no, you and Hassan.
Yes, yeah.
Like
I'm a lot like Gabrus and Hassan. I'm jacked.
Yeah.
I'm jacked, beloved, that kind of shit.
I get it. I mean, I remember when I first started hearing about him again, I just kept thinking like from Fear Factor.
With no hair now? What happened?
Okay. Whatever you say.
That just
and his podcast is really good.
Okay.
And I should listen to it because it's so long.
It's got to be long. But there's only one episode, 3 a week.
He did 3 of those 5 billion hour podcasts a week.
Isn't that insane?
That's ridiculous.
Go see your kids, man. What are you doing?
Wow.
Can Ben Shapiro hang out that long? I assume you'd have to put him down for a nap.
I can't do this show that long.
Well, but it's because we don't have Ben. Can you imagine hanging out with Ben Shapiro for 3 hours?
No.
I'd go insane. I'd lose my hair.
I would go insane for any amount of time. He'd probably just tell a joke where you have to smile and nod, but you like know immediately based on that joke that you would not get along.
Knock.
Who's there?
The Ben.
Okay. Ben who?
Ben Shapiro.
Okay, well, that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, that course.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yay.
Credit where credit's due.
I love winning at jokes.
Well, because you know he like when he makes a joke himself, he like has a little self-satisfaction, a little smug look on his face.
Because one of his like side cameras like,
I did it.
And I see Biden is going to across the world. I wonder if he'll need a nap because he's so old. I know he hasn't fallen. I mean, I know he's like still famous and like doing his thing or whatever, but I feel like discussion of Ben Shapiro has dramatically dipped.
I think that's good.
I hear people making fun of him less, which I miss. I do miss people making fun of him.
Yeah, I guess it's just like there's like a silent majority of people that are like, or maybe it's a minority. It's definitely a minority, but it's like a silent cohort of people who are still like enjoying him.
Yeah, I feel like they are
Maybe they're feeling shame.
engaged now. And he's also less like he is a very, and has always been to a degree, but he's a very difficult like surrogate to have in the environment. If you're like, okay, well, this is his son. This is who this one side has, and it's like a handsome, jacked, fun guy.
Right.
And we've got a thimble-sized creep.
Yeah, I don't know who Ben Shapiro is for when you have the Nelk boys.
It does make me feel, I guess that's what being out of touch from like age or culture or whatever is, in that like I will hear a reference to like, I hear the Nelk boys and I go like, oh, I do not really understand what they are really, and I will die that without learning.
I remember I was working on a Nelk Boys video in like 2020, 2021, and I'm really glad I never put it out because I probably would have had to take like, these guys will never interview the president.
Yeah, that being in the script was a weird choice.
Yeah, wouldn't have aged well.
When was this, roughly?
2020 to 2021.
Like, this COVID isn't going on for much longer.
I do have a COVID joke in an old video, but it's like, it was like
2017.
just early enough that I think it's like a joke that doesn't age well because I'm like talking about someone coughing on a plane or something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I can't remember like where it goes, but I just know it didn't age well.
I might be misremembering. I think the joke was, what is this, the United States of America?
Yeah, you are misremembering it a lot.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you're misremembering it so much that I didn't say any of those words or those sounds.
Oh, I misremembered it, I guess.
Yeah, you misremembered it. Like, maybe I'm misremembering it. But there was that time when you said, I'm Jordan and I'm going to. Okay.
You aren't entirely misremembering. You're closer than my one was, to be sure.
I think we have to bleep that out still, even though I'm saying it. Anyway, how you doing? How you feeling?
You know, it's the funniest thing. So we just did the live show.
We did.
Thank you to everybody that came along.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, it was a lot of fighting. We kicked everyone's ass.
We did 2 live shows on the same day. So the first of our live shows will be available on our Patreon at patreon.com/sadboys on December 9th on Monday. And we had some great guests for both of the shows. We had Shane Topp, we had Brian David Gilbert, we had Sandwich, we had Caroline Kwan. It was a great, grand, old time. Lots of Sad Boys heads came out.
A lot of Sad Boys, including our heads. We were bumping around. Where are our arms tired?
Oh, by the way, the live shows will be available for like $3 if you want to just purchase them outright, but they'll also come free with a $5 subscription to our Patreon.
If you fancy doing such. But you are not obliged to it if you fancy.
But don't worry about it. It's just content at the end of the day.
We did that live show and it was like a nice little high, nice little bit of fun. And then I remember thinking during the show, because it's definitely more of a performance, right? It's a little bit more character on stage. And I remember thinking like, I am having a good time right now inhabiting this character, but I almost out loud on the show do kind of want to say that I think I've had a bad habit lately of being too in character on the show.
Well, okay, hold on, let me stop you. This is a thing that you talk about a lot, and I still have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know how to describe it. Like, inauthentic, less authentic.
But like, who cares?
Yeah,
it's all good.
I think it's a you know what it is? It doesn't matter. And I think what it actually is touching on is I would say pretty resoundingly that when I was like 15, 16, around that age, maybe early college too, I could very much be classified as the annoying guy. And not by, obviously I have my friends and it was like, oh geez, the funny one doing the jokes. But I think that was at the sacrifice of like being sincere all the time. And then moved to San Francisco in an environment where people are a little more welcoming of the genuineness and the sincerity. And sometimes to a fault, sometimes a little too sincere. Absolutely. But then I kind of enjoyed that and it does feel a little more fulfilling. And then all this to say, in the spirit of Sad Boys, is that I'm really struggling a little.
I hear you.
And I don't think it's conditional. And I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
I feel like, certainly there's plenty of conditional things, health, well, it's a bit of a tricky one. But it getting darker and gray really fucking bums me out.
Oh, yeah.
It just does. And it's whenever people are like, I just love the winter. I mean, no, no. You're thinking of being comfy with a scarf. You're not thinking of it being dark all the time.
I'm one of those people though who loves the winter, but I do hear you. But the reason I love the winter is because I sweat the second that it drops. A drop above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm sweating, and so like that's more of like a personal discomfort that I'm like not in during the winter. But I'm also not in a place where it gets like truly, truly cold. But yeah, that's super valid. I mean, like, what is it, like seasonal affectiveness disorder?
Yeah, and I always have kind of a little hesitancy with whenever it comes to like categorizing depression, right? Like, here's the reason, and I found it, and I can fix it. I can't fix this because it's the way more contributing factors, and there are real things, like specific things that I'm wrestling with. But at the same time, I just actually, thanks for pushing back on that, because I think maybe it just is me being unnecessarily insecure about it.
Well, I just want to validate that like you're allowed to feel like that. But also this is a safe, it's like our show is very come as you are, and no one's holding you to any standard other than, you know, maybe what you're holding yourself to. Cause we got the whole team here and everybody's like, that's Jordan.
Oh my God.
We're just showing up here. We're hanging out. Cause I feel terrible. Yeah. I'm very tired. And I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep that in mind. I designed this round to explain in due time.
Really standing up.
But no, and I feel this way often lately, and I'm also like dealing with like depression and etc. Depression plus coming to streaming services. Yeah.
You got the family plan.
But it's a thing where I'm just like, we just have to like do sometimes. And I think it's like totally okay. Like our audience understands this. Like there's no necessity to be our most authentic selves, because at the end of the day, our show dips into a degree of vulnerability that can sometimes be very like emotionally taxing. And so like on a day-to-day basis, it's like, maybe we can't always offer that. Don't always have it to give. I definitely, feel that some days more than others.
Especially if we're spending time off the show ruminating,
Sure.
And then we're having
absolutely.
We roll up. We got the we rolled heavy today.
We rolled heavy today. We brought the whole crew.
4 of 6.
4 of 6.
We outnumber you by 200%.
Okay, Jacob, do not let me showcase my training.
Yeah, not only a threat, but a mathematical fact as well. Jacob, I like that.
Jacob, you can friggin' catch me with the Hubble telescope, brother. Teleport directly behind you, and then your head would fly off a big spurt of blood.
Jordan, do you have a one of those UV lamps?
No.
I just got one, and I love it.
My psychiatrist did tell me to do that, and so I shoved him, and I said, "You're a damn quack."
Well, so your quack is right, because
don't talk about him like that. Leave Kyle alone.
Daffy Duck's therapist be like,
no, I do, or like when it's sunny out, just go sit outside for like a few minutes, and it is so weird how much it helps. It almost creeps me out a little bit. It makes me feel like a little animal.
It's like you're a little plant. Yeah,
we've talked about it before. That like if you go out even for a walk and you're like, fuck, it helped. No,
that's kind of where I've been lately, where I need to go on a single walk, and it'll probably do wonders for like the next several days. But
I mean, we all went to dinner last night, and it was I gotta tell you, I was taking off I had a weighted vest of depression on it right beforehand, and I'm like, no, I will feel better if I do it.
Yeah.
Listen to him, this theoretical future version of myself.
Listen to the quack. Yeah.
Do it for him.
Do it for I definitely relate to that. I had a conversation with a therapist recently, basically about how like I know, like I found myself engaging in these habits that are not productive for me, like and I don't want to go into specifics because I don't want to rehash my actual therapy, but I'm engaging in these habits, and I know that to get myself back, and we've talked about this before on the show, but like to get myself back on the train of healthy habits, all I need to do probably is like go on a walk, and that'll like set in motion like some momentum that I can kind of ride to Valhalla, aka having slightly healthier habits.
Yeah.
And But sometimes that like the start is the toughest part. And it's hard not to be like mean to myself about, oh, it's so simple, just do the thing. And but just like I've been trying to like practice like being kinder to myself about that, and kind of like holding space for the time it takes to like kind of get myself back on the horse, rather than being too self-critical, because at the end of the day that doesn't like help me get on the horse any faster. It just makes me feel worse in the interim.
It would be a very poor service to someone else that was struggling.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me like, yeah, my friend reached out to me, said he's really kind of struggling, his rhythm is off, he's disappointed in himself, and so I gave him the advice of just fucking do it.
Right.
Stop being so lazy.
Well, just like be more of a rise and grind, brother.
Yeah, kind of. I actually have 6 days in one day.
Yeah, I have 6 days in one day. You've got it. Sometimes you just got to push through. It's like everybody's different. And so like, that's why some of that stuff, you know, doesn't apply to people, because not everybody's fighting the same demons when it comes to pushing through, you know?
And the solution has never been pushing through.
Yeah.
Because we've been down and then up again. And the solution has never been exclusively willpower.
Right. But there are like bouts of like, you know, taking on the battles, like taking on a boss battle that like, you're like, okay, I think I've got the right build for this. I could go level up, but I don't want to be over leveled for the battle. Mm-hmm. I think I maybe I've got an 80-20%. I got an 80% chance of doing this. And that could be an example of like going to dinner last night, where it's like, okay, this one, I've got this weighted vest on. I don't know if I can kind of trudge through this extra weight to get to the place where I could take it off and actually feel like a little bit lighter, but I'm going to try. And I think that that's all you really can offer yourself, is like,
especially when the stakes are like, what's worst case scenario? I respawn, try again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this dinner, if I wasn't feeling it, does not then impact. What could impact my following day is dwelling at that. Well, yes. Not just could, definitely will, guaranteed. Will.
Right. Yeah. The dwell. I've done a bad, and now I'm gonna like sit and fester on that. Is like the 1-2 punch of like depression, where it's the vicious cycle, and you kind of can't. I mean, you can, and I will, but it's like, that's the really risky thing you don't want to like feed, because then it becomes a cycle of, I let everybody down, and now I'm sad that I let everyone down, and as a result, I am gonna continue to let everybody down, and then be sad about letting everyone down.
My B, except not my B. I know it's not. Except my B. It is my bad. And actually, it's more bad. It's before.
My A, B, and C.
Yeah, my alphabet, man.
My alphabet.
Shit.
Dude.
Yeah, no, children's book, but it's like A is for anxiety, B is for my bad.
My bad.
C is for crap.
Yeah, B is for bad. My.
B is for bad. Jordan. Bad Jordan.
Let's be honest. What most people want for the holidays is to see their favorite people more often. That's why this year, the best gift you can give outside of plane tickets is an Aura digital picture frame.
Named the #1 digital photo frame by Wirecutter, Aura frames are incredibly smart and incredibly easy to use, and allow you to upload unlimited videos and photos directly from your phone to the frame.
Plus, you can order the frame online and preload it with whatever photos you want directly from the Aura Frames app, so it's ready to go right out of the box. Obviously, we have frames of our favorite people here. Oh, this is yours.
Whoops. Oopsie daisy.
I can swipe through them to get to more favorite photos of myself. Obviously, these are... Who's that? The Rizzler! And one cool feature is that it automatically turns off when the room is dark, so you don't have to worry about it being an unwanted nightlight.
Hey, you sleeping? Sleeping well, champ?
Maybe you're sleeping in trance. Aww.
It's me.
I want that.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna put this somewhere special.
Hold it.
Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames by using promo code SADBOYS at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code SADBOYS. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply. But yeah, so it's like I am a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of disregard. Sorry, just got a lot of Linkin Park lyrics on the brain.
Emo. You're in an emo mindset.
But my Spotify Wrapped, no Linkin Park. So where is it coming from? Why is it in my head?
Well, you're trying to get it next year.
Yeah, I'm by saying it out loud.
Yeah, I'm shooting
instead
for
of listening to the music.
next year. I'm trying to set myself a 0.5 of the primary listeners. I mean, rise and grind.
But yeah, like I don't even know what I was talking about. But I'm hoping that I'm like right before the rise again.
Mm-hmm.
Before the Dark Knight rises.
Oh shit!
And because Arkham needs me.
Yeah, that's true. I've been letting down Metropolis, and you've been fucking up Gotham. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
Austin, you have not done anything. The Flash of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got this warm, salty breeze on me. It's hard to be sad when I'm on the ocean fishing.
Oh yeah, we should mention there's been a flood at a direct line behind the camera.
I just realized you're wearing like pants that look like you are fishing.
I can't even see his legs. They're like
I'm dressed for the job I want.
They're dressed for the job he wants.
Duck Dynasty.
Austin, who's Canadian, is enjoying the weather that is not cold right now.
Yeah, where are you with?
I mean, I'm literally fishing right now.
Yeah, I have Austin playing old school RuneScape for me, because
you're on the grind.
There's a league happening right now. I consulted my team, texting a few friends, and I decided that I'm gonna dip my hat into the ring, aka logging into RuneScape for the first time in 3 years.
Again, we've got the bencher,
and then of course now that I'm playing RuneScape, there's no XP waste, no time can be spent not gaining experience. So I have Austin fishing shark while I'm fishing for snark on my podcast.
Yeah, and we let me tell you, big catch.
Yeah,
huge success so far.
99 snark over there.
99 snark.
Austin,
I'm a golden god, and you're a guy named Rob.
You are the most fisherman coded. You're most anglery of the.
Yeah, you're the
squad.
angler of the group.
Of the room, yeah, I would agree with that.
I would say
What
of
about
the.
Jacob? Look at his hat.
Well, Jacob's hat versus Austin's pants. This is like a
Camo
immovable object versus an unstoppable force.
You might actually, Jacob might be fishing. You're duck hunting. You're unsuccessfully duck hunting.
You do kind of look like any man that I would see in Missouri this time of year.
You look like you get shot
I look
by
like
Dick
I'm
Cheney.
carrying a shotgun in the woods.
You look
over
like
your shoulder.
You look like a
a
man
loaded-
in Missouri, and we look like two men in misery.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing over there?
So maybe somebody.
I know.
Welcome to Sad Boys.
Is that new?
Oh, I mean, before we move on, if for a bit of levity, Thieves, you gotta tell everyone your joke.
Guys, I have a really good joke to tell everyone.
Now,
I looked at myself last night.
I don't want to over set up. I don't want to front porch this too much. You are going to die laughing. You are gonna blow up. You're gonna laugh because you also texted it to pretty much. If you don't laugh, you're gonna get blown up.
Blow up.
And let me tell you again, not to set it up too much. You messaged it to most members of your family, and they did not like it very much.
They did not appreciate. Well, they don't appreciate comedy.
God, it was so funny.
They don't get it.
That's true. I'm a comedy
my
enjoyer, thankfully.
yeah.
You're chucklesome.
Yeah. So came up with it myself last night after dinner.
You said that a few times. It's making me think that you didn't come up with it
No,
yourself.
it was my original joke and idea.
Okay.
Why did
I believe you.
the tricycle fall over?
Why did the tricycle fall over?
It's so good.
Wait, I gotta think. Yeah, I guess I don't have to think. Why?
It was too tired.
Oh, so it wasn't a tricycle. It was a bicycle.
No, it was a tricycle.
Well, then, but if it
Wouldn't
was,
it be 3 tires?
No, it's not. No, the tricycle was too tired.
I guess logistically
was too
speaking.
Oh, so it fell over because it only had 2 tires.
No,
Right.
it's a tricycle. It has 3 tires, but it's.
But it was too tired.
But it was too tired.
Maybe
so-
one was a wheel with no tire.
One
on
was a
it.
wheel with
So
no
it
tires.
fell
But still, I
over?
do think it would be able to
It's gotta
stabilize
lead, I guess.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
It's
it
kind of
was
the
a
whole
little
point.
tiny wheel.
It was a little tiny wheel. I guess
Oh,
technically.
It just stabilizes on a bike.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Wait, wouldn't it be a bicycle if it was 2 tires?
That's what I was saying.
See, you're not hearing me right though.
Also, it's not live, so
just
the
No,
energy
but Jacob, what you
too-
don't understand is it was
Yeah.
too tired.
What you don't get is that the tricycle was too tired.
Oh, what?
Wait, but it can't.
I never said that it has 2 tires. I'm saying that it was two tires.
I didn't
crushed.
understand
So it
that
has
we
a
were.
brain.
Well, okay. Something I do want to highlight is that this is most people that you told this joke to. It was over text, and this joke cannot operate in the written form.
I think it works.
spoken
I think it
form
works
either.
spoken and written. But
Yeah, because it means the same. I say the same thing, spoken or written.
oh, I understood it perfectly.
Thank
The
you,
issue
Jarvis.
is that it by definition is not. Why did the bicycle fall over? Makes
but
way
that's
more
someone.
sense.
I can't say that's someone else's joke. I can't just steal a joke.
Oh, it's someone else's joke.
so that's the
Yeah, that's
foundation
already-
of the joke.
So the
No, I
joke
came up
made
with this
sense
one
if it was a different
myself.
person's joke with a different
So when you
premise,
say
but-
you wrote it,
No, I wrote this one.
because you could scale this up. You could just do why did the car fall? Too tired because it
I
has
have
to.
to. I have to
like-
say that I'm a little bit worried for you. That I think you're following down
a dangerous
path similar to Jordan's.
Yeah, this is a
I
little
could
bit.
see where this could lead to your comedy style just being lying.
Wait, no, but that wasn't a lie.
It
That
wasn't
was
a
just
lie,
a
no.
joke.
No,
I was just telling.
but
a
it sounds like a joke that Jordan would really enjoy.
I do think
Well, he
Jordan's
did.
a bad
He did enjoy
influence
it.
on you.
I think
going
Jordan's
on?
a terrible.
This is an
influence.
intervention.
We
Oh, no.
talked about this last night at dinner, which also was at a really great restaurant that everyone loved that had carolers at it.
It had 2 sets of carolers.
With the first group, I was too caught up in like, what should I be doing with myself while they're standing by our
How do
table?
I hold
and
my
singing?
Yeah,
And
it
I
was-
So I
saw
didn't
that
hear them.
Anastasia was recording, and so I was trying to like act natural, and it didn't work.
I was like nodding my head too much during the first group.
We started getting into a little dance. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I realized that it looked unnatural.
What would I want is, you know what I mean? If I'm caroling professionally, table
I'm
to
not-
table,
Yeah.
what do I
I'd probably
from the
want
audience?
to not be in that situation.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
stop,
think that
go
like
home.
I immediately because I think that one thing about caroling that we don't talk about enough is consent. And I
Yep.
think that if you are consenting to be sung at, then it's your responsibility to hold up your end of the bargain from a nodding and smiling.
It should be like
standpoint.
a trick or treat, and the trick is them singing at you, but you can give them cash to go away.
But I do feel like if you walk up to the group and say, "What song do you want?" your answer is not "no song, go away."
I was gonna say like they went up to every single table, which was a lot of tables at
They
the
went up to
time.
a
They
lot
were
of-
all full, every single table, and got a requested song from each of them.
It-
and
it-
so at that point, we were one of the last, and I feel like we couldn't just be like, "Nah, we're good."
It took 2 tables for it to sink in what was happening for me. I went like, oh, I thought this was like, maybe it was someone's birthday.
That's what I thought originally.
Oh,
too. I was
no.
like, oh, it's just a birthday thing.
Okay, so
Oh.
this is when I need to make amends to you all because
You
I
called them.
knew.
You were not forgiven.
Well, I made the reservation. I chose the restaurant.
It was a great
on-
restaurant.
It was very good.
I saw on the website when I made the reservation that it said
Warning.
starting December 1st, we will have carolers at dinner. And I thought, oh, how fun.
we
Well, no, but
we
the thing
regret
is-
to inform you that we will have
The thing is,
carols.
I learned in that moment that there's a lot more variables to just caroling, right? Because if there's carolers and they're away from me, like for example, if they were like out in front of all the tables and just doing a series of songs,
Yeah.
totally fine, no problem with that.
Non-diegetic, it's the background for us.
It's the fact that it was a group of carolers that went up to every table and asked them specifically, "What song do you want?"
Yeah.
And I'm racking
I
my
didn't
brain
know
for
that I had
Christmas
to be a
songs.
participant. I didn't know that I had to be a partial DJ to the set list that night.
And they didn't know any Kendrick, which was bothersome to me.
Yeah. I do think though that my entire vibe changed when the second group came and I felt like I could have a beer with them.
Yeah.
They
You know
were
what I
really
mean?
cool.
They were nicer and I liked their sound better.
I did like that the other group had an old Italian man.
They also were all wearing period costumes, but
Like
also
Victorian.
Christmas, like Victorian Christmas.
Like Scrooge McDuck level like costuming.
They looked
or
Dickensian.
like
Yeah.
just regular Scrooge from A Christmas Story. Is that
No,
wait,
specifically the duck.
Christmas Carol, there we go.
Well, that's
But
where they got the
so-
idea for a Christmas tale. I feel like, hasn't there been more caroling in history now? Net time spent calorying, low carols. There has been more time spent caroling by people in period costume in the 2000s onwards than there ever was in the period they're wearing the costumes
Probably.
from. There's just
think
not that
it's
many
true.
people back then.
How many? I just don't know how common caroling was back then.
Why do
Well,
we
so
associate it
you
with
know
it?
that song about wassailing?
No,
Nope.
no, I do not. I mean, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Did you think we would? No. What part of you thought that any of us would know?
Doesn't wassailing? I don't know what wassailing means, but I think it means caroling, right?
It's a cider or something.
Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Jacob.
Jacob Skoda.
Wassailing is a winter tradition that involves singing, dancing, drinking, and merrymaking. Okay, that's a fun verb. Merrymaking in orchards to ensure a good harvest.
It comes from the Old Norse word for good health.
Already happened in winter.
Wassailing is still a 12th night tradition practiced throughout Britain in areas where fruit orchards, particularly apple and pear, are grown.
Good news to me. I grew up in that. I've never saw this in my life. This is why you got to keep away from the British.
What's the 12th night?
It's the play by Shakespeare.
Yeah. Anytime you go, they wassail.
Also, like
Christian festival on the last night of the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was DLC to the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah. You didn't play this season?
Have
Yeah,
you guys
what?
seen that thing that someone calculated, like how many birds you receive after singing the 12 days?
By the
of
way,
Christmas?
not hard to calculate it.
Not
Like
hard.
you do just add the numbers together. It's basic arithmetic.
It was a child.
Scientists have finally figured out.
Oh, numbers.
That is, I don't know. Do you know the number though?
It's
I
like
haven't.
144 birds.
That's
or
very
something.
funny.
I'll pass. I don't want to.
You're crazy.
I have to look after these things every year.
Yeah, don't gift people animals.
Yeah,
Just
a
as
goldfish
rule
is
of
too
thumb,
much.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare a few weeks ago that I gave a friend too big of a dog. I gifted them a huge
Not that
dog.
you gave them a dog, but
Like
just a
Clifford.
gigantic.
They're
Oh,
just
wow.
fucking enormous.
Very big dog.
And then I'm like, you know what? In retrospect, way too big.
Brr, it's winter and I'm cold, but I have so much to do.
Maybe you should power through your busy days with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. I'm cold.
Whether you like your routine or enjoy mixing things up, Factor has you covered with 35 different delicious meal options and over 60 additional convenience options available to add to your box, like keto cookies, pressed juices, and smoothies.
Don't let your today slow you down, or else stay energized with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal service.
Factor lets you do you. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you avoid meat, manage calories, maximize protein intake, or simply eat well.
Find guilt-free comfort foods like home-style chicken and gravy and loaded mashed potato pork chops, feel-good vegan options like sweet potato and chickpea curry, and globally inspired flavors like Peruvian shrimp and red pepper collie grits.
Weekly menus offer ways to treat yourself to a restaurant-like meal experience with gourmet plus dishes that feature premium proteins and seasonal sides like broccolini, leeks, and asparagus. How does truffle butter filet mignon or garlic herb roasted barramundi sound?
Stay on your A game with quality you can taste and ingredients you can trust with Factor's fresh, never frozen meals.
Use your time more efficiently, so important during these dark months. Let Factor take care of the shopping, prepping, cutting, cooking, and cleaning up parts of your daily routine.
Head to factormeals.com/50sadboys. That's 50 sad boys to get 50% off of your first order and free shipping.
That's code 50sadboys at factormeals.com/50sadboys for 50% off your first box and free shipping while your subscription is active. Can we talk about the cuisine that we ate?
Well,
Because the name of the dish.
with reverence and kindness, yes.
So,
Politely.
I ordered the most British sounding entree I've ever heard of.
Dinner. Bit of supper.
Supper. It was called Toad in the Hole or A Hole. No, the Hole. Okay. Yeah, it's called Toad in the Hole. And looking at the pictures here, it does not look like that to
Yes,
us.
that I was somewhat bothered. I was bothered.
That looked like, oh wait, hold on. Can we go
It's
back?
sausages.
That looks like someone went, oops, I dropped sausage in my cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's Boston style. British style.
So
Yeah,
what was yours?
It's-
Chunks of meat?
It was like a beef stew.
Ours was like beef stew on the top.
which does not, a Yorkshire pudding does not have the constitution to
Explain
handle
Yorkshire
that much
pudding,
liquid for
please.
that long.
Yeah.
A Yorkshire pudding is a giant bread bowl, essentially, except in this case,
holy bread bowl, not like religious, but like it was full of air.
but it made me religious. The taste, the freshness.
It was as big.
It's
It was also
smaller.
it was bigger than Peeps.
Yes, that's true. It was about the size of your head.
Peeps could fit in the bowl.
You had a
I
nap.
ate maybe like a fourth of it, and I was like, guys, I can't
Peeps,
do this anymore.
Peeps in the hole is a different holiday delicacy.
Oh,
So-
dude! If
What
I
is
heard you
that?
fell down a well, I would not go. down.
I was making eye contact with Jordan when he ordered to the server,
Yeah.
Toad in the hole, and he did make a raise eyebrows.
I ordered it based on name alone, and I don't feel like based on the fact that when you Google it, it doesn't look anything like what we ate.
I was shocked when it arrived because you know what it probably was? It was probably Irish version.
Or
Or
Scottish.
Scottish.
Oh.
Wait, before we
'Cause the
before-
restaurant's
hold on
Scottish.
before we scroll
Race
away,
traders.
Jacob, can you go back? I just want to look at this disgusting plate of peas and
Relax.
like half a hole,
Okay, first of all,
half a
that
toad hole.
the greatest delicacy at the pub opposite the house I grew up at this quality or worse.
I got no problem with peas. I just feel like the plating on this is horrible. It looks
Can
like
we please-
me bed rotting on a couch.
You need
You
carrots.
know what I mean? Like
Let's say something happened to you.
it looks, while I'm like I'm bed rotting next to an apple tree and all of the apples have fallen onto the
This
floor.
is
wailing.
called Jarvin a hole.
This is called Jarvin the hole that is his bed.
Yeah, they should have like an additional piece of Yorkshire pudding that's the TV. And I haven't changed the channel because I don't have the energy to reach the remote.
Right. There's like a TV remote is the only thing missing from that plate.
I would love if we could take a team trip to Jordan's hometown someday and
thank you.
he do a little tour of the cuisine. And
They would
culture.
love some of you.
Could you Google like toad in the hole beef?
Yeah. Also, before somebody gets fussy in the comments, a normal Yorkshire pudding is smaller than the one they use for Toad in the Hole. Relax. You already left the comment.
But it is like it's on the Wikipedia page for toad in the hole that it's Yorkshire pudding, so they can just shut the hell up.
Well,
Get out
also
of my
Jacob
way.
got a smaller Yorkshire pudding on the side
That's
of
true.
his.
Yeah.
Little crunchy. We'll say that. Bit crunchy.
Too crunchy.
Bit crunchy
They
for a
made it that
Yorkshire
crunchy
pudding.
to hold all the toad.
Oh, that's right. See, if the hole were bigger,
If the hole were
would not be
bigger,
that
we
big.
would all get lost inside of it. It was a very large hole.
we already lost it into.
No one take this out of context. We're talking about British delicacies.
Oh, okay.
There's
changes
so
it for me.
many British foods that sound naughty, like spotted dick.
Am I in trouble?
Like spotted dick.
Spotted dick.
Spotted dick, yeah.
Have you? Whereabouts?
That comes in a can.
Oh, it's one of Jacob's tabs.
Would you want to share the video that I took of you two, or no?
Yeah.
What's the
Let's watch
content
it
of the
right
video?
now and react.
It's you guys saying toad in the hole.
And then me doing
Oh,
my
that's right.
cinematography.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
way people can see.
You
that
were
way-
a gimbal.
Oh wait, no. First, can we listen to Indie Sleaze Power? No, go back to your Spotify. Can we listen to Indie Sleaze Power Ballad Wednesday morning? What the hell is
What do we
that?
got on here? Oh, this is like their day list. That's
I
what they
hate
make
the
for-
words that Spotify uses to describe playlists
too.
in
It's like-
music genres.
I don't know. I know it's probably not like the most commonly used app, but like Partiful is an app that gets used a decent amount within our
Yeah.
extended friend group for organizing events and stuff. It is achingly old tech copy.
Yeah.
You can. There's a poke. It's called like a boink or something.
Ugh.
Every time you accept something, it's like, this Sigma's about to go party mode.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wait, that's
Actually,
actually cool.
That's
though.
what I was gonna say. I'm on
Actually-
Austin, Team Austin here.
Actually, wait. Oh, I'm cool too. Do you guys like me also?
No,
Oh,
okay,
wait,
let's
Peeps just got a bitter angst playlist.
Bitter Angst Wednesday afternoon. And it says, here's some bitter angst, rage, mystical, goblin core, and choleric
fuck
music.
off.
Oh.
Goblin Core.
Shut up.
You're 35.
But
Cassandra.
honestly, kind of fitting for
Yeah,
Peeps.
unfortunately, it's correct.
You are Goblin Core.
I mean, my day list just says cold, fresh Wednesday afternoon.
Wait, where do I find this?
You are cold
Just search,
fresh.
go to Spotify and search day list.
day list.
And it'll-
Spot.
I
What does
think
mine say?
cleric is the one
Mine's
getting
gonna be
me.
like some basic ass bullshit.
Mine's gonna be about the
Spots,
boldest
tits,
case.
bars.
You're just like,
gonna
here's
say
some alt rock.
mustard.
Here's some bullshit.
That's
idiot.
crazy. It's crazy how my phone doesn't work. Okay, here we go.
Oh, mine says I'm ugly.
Day list.
Yeah, just search day list and it'll be the first
Fighter
one.
of the night list. Okay, that's just for one time.
There it is.
Yeah, mine just says Angry Rock Radio Afternoon. Angry Rock,
What the fuck is that?
and it's a
okay,
Fall Out
man?
Boy song. They're not angry. They're depressed.
uppity. Mine's called
Right.
uppity, rude, back of the bus beat.
Okay,
Angry-
mine is racist.
Wait, yeah, no. Listen
Let me
to
do
this. Angry Rock. What is okay? Anastasia says, let me read it. Anastasia says 80s soft rock, Blue-Eyed Soul. Wednesdays. Wait, isn't Blue-Eyed Soul a thing?
It is a thing, but isn't that kind of we don't want that.
I think
Is Blue-Eyed Soul like when they're like white people do it better?
Yeah, don't
no,
worry
it's
about it.
like white
Michael
people
McDonald.
stealing black
Oh,
right,
music.
right. They're like, I see your white people and I raise you blue-eyed, which is better.
Rhythm and
Led
Blue-Eyed
Zeppelin.
Soul.
We're just gonna take some jazz.
Not scary version.
I want to read the artists in
They're
my
what?
angry rock radio, by the way. Fall Out Boy,
Oh.
Mike Shinoda,
Oh, angry.
Paramore,
Oh, too scary.
Hosier,
Angry. So very angry.
Yeah, he's so angry.
Sum 41. Okay, that one tracks. They do seem angry in their music. Yeah, what?
I think the most unhinged one that I have seen so far, Curtis tweeted it. And it's July was your coastal grandmother fingerstyle yacht rock season.
Finger style?
Grandma finger style? Nothing
Okay,
cute.
that
That's
sounds like
like
some
Grandma
Candyland
Gooey.
shit.
Yeah.
Wait, let me look
It
at
was
my...
your Lord Licorice Spindlewapple
There's-
Thursday.
Oh yeah, I had and I don't know why, because I don't know, the song that is playing right now I've never heard before in my life. They said June was, here we go.
Achingly slow. Insane how long it takes.
Here we go. Yeah, wow, this is just too much.
Why the animation?
June was your indie sleaze strut soundtrack.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
You don't remember June?
that's true.
You were strutting a lot.
I was on my indie sleaze.
You were a fucking sleaze bag. I have the most boring day list, by the way. Chill hip hop collaboration afternoon. That sounds like a mistranslation of like
Yeah, that's,
anti pop or something.
Right.
Chill hip hop collaboration afternoon. Oh, I love musical sounds. I just can't get enough of music sound based music. I'm a human, by the way. A delicious sustenance. Yummy. Can you pass the food? Please.
I do love food.
My favorite thing is food.
Oh man.
Oh, we also had what I think they called it Scotch rarebit. I think normally it's Welsh, right?
It's usually Welsh rabbit, yeah.
But it's just less spiced up queso.
It is honky queso. You can say it.
I had something that was
It's
like
blue-eyed
it was
queso.
called like it was called brisket burnt ends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Not
like
British.
it was like meat. I feel like if it's a burnt end, it shouldn't be like medium cubes of beef.
Yeah.
But
They
it
just
was
meant
like all of
cooked
the
food.
meat was like not burnt.
It
Like
felt like it
wasn't.
should have been charred, right?
It wasn't even. It didn't even feel charred. It just felt like barbecue beef.
Yeah.
It's
I,
like
thought
what
I was more expecting it to be like jerky almost, like kind of like
or even
when it-
like when you like the edges, the burnt edges
Yeah.
of like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, like burnt.
That being
Look at
said, we
that.
had a great time.
Yeah, it was great.
Food was
Yeah,
great.
I mean,
Hell
it was like almost there, but not quite. It was like a little too.
It was just a liar's menu.
yeah.
It was just full of lies.
We've got something on our topic board that every time I ask about, Jacob and Anastasia chuckle a little bit and they say, no, we'll tell you on the show. And
Save
I
it
want to
for the
know,
pod.
save
They
it for the
wiggle their
pod.
little
They
finger.
wiggle their little finger, and I'm like, what is it? And so allegedly, apparently, there's a list of interesting sports that we are going to now create a tier list out of.
And boy, I'm looking at some of these names, and they truly are either make no sense or sound completely impossible.
We should try to guess what they are too.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean,
Ew, greasy pole.
All right, wait. So maybe,
spotted dick.
yeah. Hi them.
Greasy pole is
They're
also,
also
a British,
food.
meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a sport or is it a British cuisine?
It's a wet banger.
The first sport we have is Extreme Simon Says.
Hell yeah.
Brought to us by Red Bull.
Okay.
This happened at Ludwig's.
Yeah, I think I
streamer
might
game.
have seen a clip
Okay.
of this.
Red Bull loves shit like this.
Yeah.
I would love to be on their partnerships team. Just like, what do we got? What do we got?
Yeah, I've gone to, well, a couple years ago, I went to a couple of random ass like events that Red Bull like brought me to. One of them was like a crypto conference, but it was a different time back then.
like a sport.
I thought you were going to say a crypto competition.
No, crypto was like, it was like kind of new-ish
Who
back
can
then.
scam the most fans within a week?
Yeah, but it was in Zurich. So I was like, sure, I'll go to Zurich.
Suspicious. I'll open a second bank account.
Yeah.
I'll take a haven.
And someone commented somewhere in here like this is the safest sport Red Bull's ever per month
Right.
or whatever.
That and crypto.
Yeah, because they
They do a lot of extreme.
they do. I mean, they sponsor they sponsored the jump from the atmosphere from the.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I think I would probably. I'm so timid. My heart is so timid. If I was on the Red Bull team, my suggestions would be like, "Ooh, what about like a nice walk?
Yeah.
What about a big? You have to jump up. Who can jump the most?
Well,
up?
Elon would win that one. Yeah.
Yeah, make an X as quick as
Make
you
an
can.
X with your body.
Ooh, who can sing the say USA wrong? USA, USA, USA.
So okay, let's see a little example of this one.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one's pretty self-explanatory.
Hands up, Summit is hands up, hands down, Summit is hands down. They're good. Summit is lean forward, Summit is
Good
stand
boy.
straight. Summit is hands up, Summit is hands
is that
down,
Miss
hands
King?
up,
It is
Summit is
Miss,
hands up, hands down, Summit is hands down, run in place,
Jesus.
Summit is run, Summit is stop, hands up, Summit is
don't know
hands
the
up,
other
wave it around, Summit is wave,
Simon.
Summit is stop, wave it around, Summit is wave, Summit is run, Summit is stop,
damn.
hands down.
Do you think he was improvising or going off a script?
Wait, can you go to the replies
Yeah.
where they say the girl is
He's probably just
not
got a riff.
impressive? Right there. No. You just scroll past it. You were on it.
Was it further down than this? Oh,
The girl is mad. I was just thinking maybe they'd say her name. Okay. Well, I wish we
I
could.
can say it in the
I don't
description.
know.
Maybe I'll be able to find it and
Yeah. Anyway,
tag them. But
I'm pretty impressed with the orator, the Simon.
I know.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he get? First of all, stop talking about yourself in the third person, Simon.
Simon says,
I'm pretty
say,
impressed with Simon.
Me.
well, if you spoke in the first person, you would sound like Foghorn Leghorn. I said,
Well-
stand up. I said, sit down, sit down. I said, now I said,
Now, I did not say I said.
now listen here.
It's just two people standing still while he says all this.
Simon says, I'll put that in B tier.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, no way I could do that.
I can't do that. No
Gosh.
way. My brain's
I don't think I could-
short-circuited just
I know.
listening to
I
it.
couldn't be any of the people involved. I couldn't
No.
be the audience.
Do you know how many they started with?
No.
Like how many competitors?
I'm
Because
not
imagine
sure.
being the first one out. That would feel so bad.
And your name's Simon?
It'd be like Squid Game when you get like shot by
Oh
the
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
if I was in Squid Game and I got my head blown off in the first round, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. I would be in heaven talking to Joe Rogan, being like, "You're not going to believe
Hello,
how
Lord.
I ended up here." Fear is a factor for me. And my fear is embarrassing myself in front of tons of people.
Please don't
which
send
did
me to
happen.
hell. It's a factor.
I gave everybody the ick.
And Joe Rogan's like, I don't speak Korean, man. I have no idea
Yeah.
what you're saying.
He was like, "Does anybody have subtitles for me?"
Can I listen to the dub, please?
Our next interesting sport is reindeer skiing.
Oh,
Reindeer
wait now.
skiing.
Is the
Yeah. So let's so
which
are the reindeers on
individual-
skis? I think is the main question.
Because
I think the answer is no.
Yeah,
That would be
so
so cute.
instead you're on skis and a reindeer's in front of you, so it's like a
It's just sliding, right?
it's like a sledding thing, except for
It's
you
like
are the sled.
What is it? Where they race with the dogs in Alaska?
Yeah, that's
Oh, mushing.
Iditarod?
like the
Iditarod.
Iditarod. Yeah,
Whoa, that's what it's called?
But they're on a sled too, not just on
that's sled.
skis.
That's
Yeah.
that's
You guys all knew the name. I was like, dog
That was
sledding.
amazing. I've never heard of that before.
Come on, guys.
I thought it was just
I've
called
just
dog
seen the
sledding.
movie. I've just seen the Cuba Gooding movie. Cuba Gooding
Cuba
movie.
Gooding.
I've seen the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie Snow Dogs.
Oh,
But I
that's
think
right.
Iditarod is a very specific.
It
Yeah, it's like
is.
it's like the
a
Grand
specific
Prix
race.
of like.
Oh, okay.
That's Boy's friend.
Oh, so that's the name of the race.
I did a road.
That's funny.
Come on, guys.
All right, you got one. You got one today.
I'm done. Where's Rovan?
Freedom of jail. Clips inserted of babies being born. Same time the man is murdered at beginning and end.
Oh, that looks dangerous. That's is that a deep?
That's what reindeer look like.
Where's it? Oh, they've got reins, I suppose.
God, Christmas
Maybe we
propaganda has
do
messed me
mute the
up.
music.
So wait, I'm just realizing
It's a
is a
pretty short
reindeer
race.
named for the reins? So it's just a deer. If it's wild, it's just a deer.
Well, but it's not just a deer because it's like I think
It's a very
it's a specific
specific-
type of deer in a specific type of climate.
Oh, but it's named after its utility? That's
Well,
rude.
we do that a lot.
No,
I
maybe
think, right?
it's like,
Like a pack mule?
king's reign.
Oh, yeah.
Like it reigns over other deer.
They're so
Oh.
cute. I love
It looks kind of like a hippo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little stubby.
Yeah,
Are they
what?
trimming his horns? Thorns?
Or is that
You
just
know-
Christmas propaganda that I believed from Santa?
A
I
famous
feel
liar.
compelled. They do trim their horns. It looks like they have little nubs.
By
but
the way, the hands up looks like they're going, oh no, my reindeer. Wait, go back. No.
Ooh.
Oh no, my reindeer's loose.
It's going to fly away.
It just starts lifting up.
I love that its tongue's out. It looks like it. Oh.
I feel compelled as a
Oh, no.
lover of animals to say,
As a
I don't-
former sled racer.
I don't like any sport that involves animals.
That's fair.
I
You know what? I'm
The
not
reindeer
gonna.
doesn't want to do this.
I'm not gonna fight you on that point.
tell you what I can get on board with. Or could if it weren't for the fact that like the industry is like notoriously kind of full of bad people is greyhound racing because they do love running.
Oh, they love running,
But
but
they don't love is
they then
being
get
mean.
murdered.
Yes, that's
yeah,
the
that
that's
part's
the thing.
bad.
What's up with the? Do you reckon you have the exact build to be a jockey?
Like a jockey that's on a
Oh,
horse.
like a horse race jockey.
Because it's like
I-
a size and weight thing, right? Like it's
I don't know what the build is.
Well,
I would
but
say
maybe.
just from having seen a jockey or two.
Of course you have, by the way.
at work. Where did you see where? When you worked at a bookies.
That you do.
Oh.
Can I just point
Maybe.
out
All right,
that
guys, I'm quitting.
Jacob, did you make
I want
this?
to be a jockey.
You picked up the cutest reindeer sledding.
What is?
I
Is that
just
another
looked
one
up
a picture of
reindeer
his-
skiing, and it
Reindeer
gave me
skiing.
photos of reindeer skiing.
That's way more wholesome, by the way, than
Yeah.
what we actually witnessed.
And it's got its cool.
So that image gets an S tier, but the actual sport I think gets a C or a D from me.
Yeah, I'm throwing out a D. And I'll say also, very, very short race.
That's what I was saying.
Weirdly short race. I feel like they don't have time to.
Yeah.
If it weren't for like, don't make the animals do that, it would get an immediate S tier for me because they're my favorite animal.
Cute.
The
cute
reindeer is?
perspective.
Deer, yeah, just deer in general.
Pick
Um,
one. Pick between the two.
Yeah, you got to pick. You can't just say deer. in
Not
general.
doe.
No, it's the what are they called? Fallow deer.
Fallow.
Hmm.
What's the next sport?
Our next sport
Hey, sport.
is hobby
Dad?
horsing.
Hobby. Okay, we're finally at hobby
Okay,
horsing.
all right.
I kept asking. I asked Anastasia. I asked Jacob. I asked anyone who would listen. What is hobby horsing? Why do we keep saying
And
that?
I said Nunya.
You said Nunya, and then I Googled it, and I found out you were making a joke and making fun of me.
Being
I
rude,
said,
if anything.
"Oh, it's maybe Nunya will explain it," and then I find out that's short for Nunya business. Now, egg on my face. I look like a fool.
Why would you say that to him?
I say it to him all the time.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of stuff isn't his business, I suppose.
Let's watch.
Finnish dressage championships.
It's always
Dressage.
them, isn't it?
dressage.
So dressage is actually a sport that you do on a horse.
A real horse.
But this is the hobby horse.
if you don't have a
version.
horse, it's just dancing.
Dressage.
Oh,
Dressage is a sport you do on a horse.
That's like where the horse dances.
No.
Should we
Oh,
just
yeah, that
watch
was-
some dressage real quick?
I used to
do a
work at
comparison?
dressage events, serving Pims to posh people.
What?
And then I would say stuff and they go,
What's happening?
real English? I'd be like,
Dressage horses for sale? Why did that?
Oh,
why
wait,
was
check
that be
that.
autocomplete? The best dressage
Price.
horses in the world.
This is Jacob's Google, so he probably looks for dressage horses.
produces
I
videos.
cannot ride this top dressage horse.
Oh, look at that guy.
What is this world?
How many views is this
Elphick
board?
event ponies. Welcome back to my pony YouTube channel. Today we're talking about the pony that I cannot ride.
Blue Horse
Okay.
and Andreas Helga
Okay, this man is dressed like he's in the wrong
We
time
were
period.
told that
Of
she
course
would
it's
show
miserable.
something dramatic. Here we go.
Here we go.
Damn smooth.
We were told the horse was going to do something cool, perhaps a backflip.
Is this the cool thing?
Dramatic to start your test off with a double canter pirouette.
This has to be the most British thing of all time.
It looks like the horse is skipping.
No, if this was a British sport, it would involve some kind of horrific animal torture. That's like.
I
the-
mean,
I think this
this might be.
maybe
This does
not
kind of.
You know, they're literally at one point it was the British sport of I believe fox throwing.
Oh my
It's
god!
all stuff like that. It's all like bear punting and things like that.
It just looks like it's limping.
But he's
Oh,
doing it
now
on
he's dancing.
purpose.
He's doing it for the bit.
Wait, so this is dressage?
Yeah.
This is just
And
a
this is
horse
like
riding
the top level of it. Is
Yeah.
the horse is doing a little crip walk?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we shouldn't have this on screen. Actually, we don't want to.
It's a little skip. The horse is doing a little skip. It's doing a little cross.
Ooh,
It's doing a little cross.
Great reach there.
Not like
He
us.
has to keep the positioning and the bend in that half.
Must
pass.
have.
Oh my god.
Okay,
This
so
is-
now you have an idea what
That's
dressage
I can't
is.
believe that. Okay.
So now hobby horse dressage.
Okay.
So it's. I mean, I have a.
I have some theories.
Oh, the reveal.
Oh. This is way better, by the way.
So much cooler.
This
and
is-
more work. That's tiring.
Well, and no animal was harmed.
You know, well, except for the horse that's been beheaded.
Yeah, the poor little pony.
So hobby horsing is essentially doing equestrian sports with a prop horse, and you are the horse.
I'm in
is kinda
favor of
sick.
this because the horse sports make me uncomfortable, but this reminds me of Quidditch.
This
Oh,
is
it
kind of
does,
like
yeah.
this is kind of like the Impossible Burger of horse dressage. It's like they had to make some
Wait,
compromises to make
you
it
hit pause?
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Can you now back up 10 seconds or whatever, hit the left arrow,
But I do think
and then hit forward? I have to tell you to pause at a specific moment.
Whoa. big jump.
Okay, that's pretty sick. Well, actually, I just want to analyze the form. Okay, we're approaching. Keep going. We're approaching. And on the left side, look at how dopey that little horse is.
That's a pinata. Also, welcome to the arena.
Yeah,
I love the
it's the arena.
I do think this takes a lot of athletic skill.
It does.
Like I could not be so graceful as this
I could do it.
performer or athlete. I don't know what you call
I
it.
could do it.
It's like
easily.
people always like when the Olympics are happening, they'll look at synchronized swimming and be like, I could do that. And I'm like, you don't know how
You
much
never.
form that takes.
No.
I sent
I
you
feel
a
the same about this.
TikTok. Oh, this is the jumping is wild.
Oh, that's scary. That's huge. I can jump over
Maybe
that?
for you.
Oh.
Oh, that's really
respect.
cool. Yeah. It's tough because you like have you have a hobby horse.
Oh,
This is like reverse limbo where they keep raising the bar.
jeez. I would just start
That kind of
limboing at a
reminds me
certain
of
point.
my own work because I'm always raising the
Yeah,
bar.
getting better.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that
Damn.
back kick, getting the knee over, that's tough.
It's just like a high jump, but you have an inconvenient horse. You
Right, because you can't do the normal high jump stuff.
gotta jump earlier, I guess.
And you got to jump with a different technique because you can't do the.
All right,
And
I don't
your
mean to
horse could
critique,
hit the.
but I'm British, so I'm the horse whisperer. Can you jump back to the last person? They kind of gave up on the horse aesthetic during the run. They kind of just
Oh, yeah.
started running. They were just like
Yeah.
holding the horse
Yeah,
up.
you just take the horse out and you hold it up.
At some point, you become the horse.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, I noticed
get
that
on
they
all
bowed
fours.
at the beginning. I thought the horse was supposed to. Hops though.
Yeah, you are kind of the horse in this sport.
I'm so ashamed of how short my vertical leap is. I'm so
I'm
tall.
ashamed of your vertical
There's
leap
like a
too.
foot between my like, but I can just put it in the basket.
I've got a. I can jump pretty high.
So at the live show, a couple fans did say, I was shocked to see how tall they are.
Sick of this.
Yeah.
That's the
Sick of this.
go-to.
It's the go-to.
Sick of this
If we
behavior.
as much as we try to tell people, they just don't. And we're not even that tall, like on the grand scheme of things.
7'1", 7'5".
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the raw muscle and it's making people think we must be like smaller and denser?
Right. So that one, actually, hobby horsing, I'm close to an S. If I'm being fair.
Let's throw it in S
Yeah.
for horse.
Yeah.
It is very impressive.
I was nervous because when we first started talking about it, you guys talked about it in such a cagey way that I thought I was going to witness something horrible.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, beheaded horse.
Is that I think hobby horsing gets a lot of criticism or memeing on because it can, like, people just think it looks silly.
Fair. I mean,
know?
sure.
I mean, I'll take a
and
swing at regular
It
dressage.
doesn't help that it's popular amongst young girls.
That is
And
where the
so
hate is always going to come from to some degree.
It's funny because my cortisol levels were at their highest when I was watching the real horse do the dressage.
dude.
That was stressing me out. But seeing a person do it, it feels more like it feels more like a ballet.
Yeah. And,
Um,
I feel like some people are like, this is silly because it's like a child's toy. But like
Yeah.
most sports were at one point for children.
Not everyone
right?
can afford a horse. This is accessible.
It's like it's so funny because you just don't think about like basketball was invented by a guy who
A Canadian.
Canadian.
okay.
So,
I didn't
so
know the
you know.
fucking Canada Tourism Board was the sponsor of today's episode.
But it's the National Basketball Association.
But anyway, the inventor of basketball was just like looking for a way to occupy his students' times. But yeah, that is a good point. It's like there's always those things that like Twilight and Justin Bieber come to mind from my own childhood, where it's
Things I
like
had to
if
pretend
teenage girls like this, then it must be something that we make fun of. And I absolutely participated in that during maybe the beginnings of it. Like Twilight, I was always just like, oh, I'm more a Harry Potter guy, and that didn't work out for me, unfortunately. But
you staked your claim, and that was unfortunately.
But I do remember just unironically fucking with Justin Bieber's, even his first single one time, when he's like a child, because I think I'm like maybe a year older than him or something, maybe 2. How old is Justin Bieber?
Is he exactly my age? Do we have the same level of talent? You're saying?
No.
I'm gonna ask you.
He's 30.
Okay, yeah. So I'm
You
just a
did
little
ask
bit.
me.
Oh.
Well, you asked.
So anyway, I remember when Justin Bieber's single came out, and I was like, I mess with this, and but then everybody was like, actually, it's for girls, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, I know it's bad actually. Then.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's gay. Yeah. No,
yeah, sure.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah. Ew.
How would that even work?
What is that?
Where did I find videos related to this, maybe?
Jacob, like, yeah, Justin Bieber's gay. I'm gonna give relationship advice on Quora to straight people.
When I married my woman wife.
A lot of Canadian mentions today.
Yeah, true.
Well, all right, dude.
all right.
You're like my
there's a
Greek grandma
parasite.
who would always be like, he's Greek.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
My I had a Rolling Stone magazine with Anthony Kiedis on the cover. She's like, he's Greek. I'm like, Grandma, he's got a sock on his dick. Do not talk to me about this.
Look at this video.
Talk to me about the sock. Do we have any more sports?
Oh yeah, we've got more sports.
Oh yeah, we got. Yeah, sorry, not to be a jock, but do we got any more sports back there?
Yeah, could you throw the ball
This
in
is a
me so I
sports
can do stuff with
podcast
it?
now.
Yeah, sports.
Our
boys.
next extreme sport.
I do like that it's extreme.
It is extreme. It's
It
more
is.
extreme than everything.
Oh dear.
Pogo sticking.
Oh
no.
yeah, this.
No.
Is this a bread ball?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, so that's what? 50 feet drop?
This is so sick. But
It's a parkour adjacent.
Yeah.
it's parkour adjacent. It's like feels like skateboarding adjacent because there's a
Yeah.
lot of the same like places that you do like a skateboard trick, but there's
Whoa.
way more flipping.
The boys.
I don't know my relation to this person in my family, but someone I'm related to does this at like a world competition level.
Oh wow.
Doesn't this feel like it's Austin, but he's like trying to test the waters?
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
don't
and
know
that's cool,
which member
right?
of my family. Me.
I don't know, like there's like this friggin' video I made. Like you can watch that shit. I don't know.
Palooza.
We all admire these athletes, right?
Is this Pogo Palooza?
Wait a second. Why does that guy look so familiar to me? Wait, go back.
It's in Austin's family.
And then hit
one?
play. Yeah.
with the pogo stick.
He kind of
There's
looks like
me,
Nut.
the pogo stick. Now
does
it's
kinda
look-
one single entity. I'm gonna be lightning today.
Oh, I know
He
who he
does
looks
so well
like.
under-
He looks like he has the same mouth as
Is really
God,
not
what's
much
his
to the
name?
roots of pogo, so these
Ah, it doesn't
air-powered
matter.
sticks weren't really invented.
Well, that's all right.
until
That one wasn't a
sometime in the
trick.
2000s.
That was someone just
Before
spinning it
that,
around.
They were using
Pogo
spring-powered
Palooza.
Nebraska.
sticks.
Nebraska.
That's crazy
have you guys ever pogo sticked?
Yes.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A
It's
little
fun.
bit. It kind of went the same route as anything else I wasn't immediately good at as a child, where my instinct was go, it's actually bad.
Yeah, when something
The thing
like
is bad.
when something gets extinct like that, we call it going the way of the pogo.
I like that this
that's
guy's
sad.
name is Anthony Tone Stubbs.
What do you think he did to earn that nickname?
It's funny because
He
like
can
I was more of a
Oh.
I was more of like like the skateboard version of this. This is like an alternate universe where pogoing was what skateboarding was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
honest-
sick.
whoa.
But you just abandoned the.
Is that a win or was that a?
Yeah, I
did
feel
he
like
hook that up?
if this is funny because if you do a skateboard trick and then you just backflip, like you don't land on the skateboard.
It's like dropping the horse when you're jumping over the hurdle.
Yeah, you can't drop the what is it called? The
Hobby horse?
hobby.
the hobby.
You
man.
can't drop. I mean, I drop a lot of hobbies, but
Dalton Smith.
Dalton Smith.
Great names.
Can I wait? I just want to throw out like big respect to anybody who, like, absolutely got clowned on for bringing a pogo stick to the
Absolutely.
skate park, but stuck with it.
I feel
Yeah.
like even the kids who brought like scooters to the skate park made fun of the kids who brought the
Oh,
pogo
yeah.
sticks.
But
yeah,
the
it's like how a
thing
clown
is-
makes fun of a mime.
Yeah.
Then you do a rad trick and it's like no one can say shit.
That person's name is Lobster.
That's cool. Wait, I need a nickname.
Okay, so my thing is
Shadow.
I'm imagining this alternate universe where like skateboarding has Thrasher magazine and like pogoing has Bouncer magazine.
Yeah, Bouncy Boys.
Whoa, that's so sick.
Well,
Whoa.
Now there is the one trick where you just bounce and then do a backflip away from it, and I don't know what I think of that.
Because then it starts to feel like, oh, Dalton, he did it.
It's the most esports crowd I've
Well,
ever
he
seen
did
in my
say he
life.
merged with his pogo stick.
They are
He also-
one.
he
No
said- He said
fun.
we are
From
one
Hamilton.
entity.
From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Shout out.
Ugh.
Okay.
Next sport.
Pogoing, I like it's an A for me.
Yeah, it's a solid A. You know what let them down? Throwing that one trick where they throw the pogo stick away.
I think it's just doing it. I'm sure that like the athleticism obviously is appreciated and it's very difficult, but
No horse.
as a sports purist, I like it when you land on the thing.
Yeah, lazy.
I'm sure it's like bad for your knees or something to do that, but it's bad for your knees to land on a skateboard.
You could say that they're bouncing on it in incredible ways.
Stop. Just
So the greasy pole sport is where you run
like water
as far
sports.
as you can on a greasy pole
Oh,
to get the
wow.
flag.
That
this thing
sounds
isn't this
terrifying.
Irish?
They're
Possibly.
in Gloucester,
They're in
Massachusetts, which is
Gloucester.
Close.
Gloucester, right?
They almost
Yeah,
appropriated my my home.
Yeah, that was very close because you're from Gloucestershire.
I'm from I'm
You're from the
Stroud,
Shire of-
Gloucestershire.
You're from the Shire of Gloucester.
Oh yeah. And I'm still paying.
Oh my
for
god,
it.
it's so greasy.
Yeah.
Ew,
What?
Ew, I hate
Why
that.
is he Shrek?
What is it
Or
greased
the
up
Hulk,
with?
I guess.
Lard?
Probably lard or
Ew.
Crisco or something.
Now this doesn't seem fair because the grease is
Oh, my
reducing
lord.
with time.
Oh my
surely.
lord. Oh my lord.
my lord.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
Each
Oh
will
my
try to be
God.
the first to cross the slippery pole and grab the flag. Oh,
Power Ranger costume. I don't get
Yeah.
why they're. Oh dear.
the Cowboys.
Why are they doing that?
He did really bad.
Why are so many?
That was rough.
Show off for the lasses.
Yeah, so far, Greasy Pole is giving me like a frat kind of vibe. But I do like the red Power Ranger costume. Does anybody actually get there? Wow, that guy's going so far. Whoa!
Respect. Now this,
Even though injuries are commonplace,
drowning.
earn their place as local legends.
Okay, relax. Local amongst the pole community.
I walked the greasy pole.
Is that the legend, Mr. Beast?
Have you guys ever been to like Highland Games? Where they like throw the big pole?
I like the Highlands.
Yeah.
I've got to throw a big piece of wood. Oh, where's my wood gone? All right, I threw it.
And they also like run on the like.
Wait, but this
Spinning
one doesn't have
Those
as
guys
much
love wood.
lard. Doesn't have as much lard.
Yeah, no, that feels
There's
like
not
cheating.
nearly as much lard.
That's
on
just
the
a pole.
Whoa!
Whoa, how do you do that?
In reverse, it's a story about a man who flips out of water
Who put a flag back?
and walks his way back.
I guess somebody does have to put the flag back.
Yeah. How do you get out there?
What if you just ran and then belly slid?
I was thinking
I was
about
thinking
that.
the same thing. Probably against the rules.
Yeah, probably.
You got to be on 2 feet or
It's the
something.
kind of thing where I feel like I would be like, yeah, I could do it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no,
I
it's easy.
know
They're all
for a
bad.
fact
I
I,
actually think you
cannot
could.
do it.
I would struggle to like probably get to Gloucester.
I would give that okay.
Like right now,
I
I'd
would
do
give
it?
it a B.
It's a
What if I
B.
loaned
The
you
frat
a-
bro energy is damaging.
I don't like the frat bro
It's
energy.
dinging it, but the pole perfectly greased.
Our next one you may have heard of.
Football.
It's professional tag.
Professional. Oh, I have heard of
Oh,
it.
this shit rules.
Oh, this is really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I've.
God damn.
Why have I seen? Have I seen this in person?
I actually wouldn't be surprised.
It's like Assassin's Creed. God damn, dude.
This
It's
is like
cool.
parkour too.
It's cool because you. It's like it gives you a different outlet for your parkour skill.
Yeah, it has like an all new utility other than just being
Oh, they're
French.
friends.
Oh, he's British too. I'm not show off, but
This feels European to me.
oh, what flag is on the loser? Oh, he's also British. Shit.
Well, it's on ESPN, so
I know, but they like it just
Hello.
feels like parkour was more popular.
This is resoundingly in the well. I could do it.
Oh, no.
Providing the other person was also very unathletic. Then I could
Right.
compete. Maybe
ooh, he got him. He fell and he got him, dude.
it wouldn't be
That's-
running. It would be me walking around it. If the other person was slow.
Oh, ouch! And he recovered though. That was incredible.
Can I tell you a extreme tag story?
Please. You were competing.
Why do you have one?
So
I ask this question often, but
I had some friends from Page, Arizona, which is a very small town. And
it's a smaller part of Book, Arizona.
Yeah, that's the county.
Book
Devin
County.
Booker's from there.
Oh.
So Page is a very small town, and my friends were from there, so we drove there, stayed the night, and overnight we did we had 2 teams. I guess it's like a capture the flag sort of thing, but we had 2 teams. One team had protected the home base, and the other team was like, trying to get to the home base before they got tagged.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it throughout the entire town. Honestly, one of the most exhilarating, fun nights ever.
That really is just the crackerized version of like the running of the bulls. The running of the white people.
I actually think that after this episode of Sad Boys, you yourself can listen to one of the most exhilarating nights ever. Because on patreon.com/sadboys, we're doing our Patreon exclusive podcast, Sad Boys Nights. It's going to be exhilarating. On today's episode of Sad Boys Nights, we're talking about the origins of the Ninja Turtles, the Jim Henson Company. We're talking about the Muppets, the difference between the Muppets and Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, Dark Crystal, really just going through the Jim Henson archive. And we're learning lots.
No spoilers, but this is Jordan.
No. You're saying to say that to me.
Well said.
At work.
We'll see you there. All right, cool. Well, anyway, we'll see you there, which you can get Sad Boys Nights by spending $5 of your discretionary internet spending. Don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it.
Be responsible. Be responsible. Anyway, what's the next?
Where does tag go?
Oh, tag. It's a little basic.
A.
I'm in a B. I'm in a B mode.
I'll go B mode.
The thing that I'm nervous about, Barry B mode. My worry is that someone's gonna jump going for a tag and they're gonna hit a pole.
Oh, your concern is the well-being of the competitors.
Why aren't they wearing helmets?
Why don't they have horses?
Yeah, honestly, this would be made better by. There we go. But hobby horse tag. So no real horses are harmed.
I think horse tag is like lancing. Whatever it's called.
Jousting?
Yeah, lancing.
Joust. It's also a town in Michigan.
Are there any sports or like games, like physical games that you guys do that you get like way too into? Like mine is laser tag.
Oh, that's tracks, by the way.
What I'm going to say will be the whitest thing I say here,
No,
which is ultimate frisbee.
Oh,
yeah.
You have the
I-
haircut of an
I fucking
ultimate guy.
love ultimate frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee's cool. Sport. Is it wrong for me to just say basketball?
Hiking and seeing a beautiful bird.
I used to play a lot
Wait, you
of.
might have said the whitest thing. Actually, never mind.
No, Jarvis already said this when he goes to the club. He sees beautiful bird.
Oh,
I see my beautiful birds and I gotta spread my wings. And
No,
I'm
come
looking
back.
pretty fly as well. I've gotta spread my wings, see?
I'm a pervert. Huh?
I also used to play a lot of flag football.
On a greasy
And
ball.
sometimes tackle football with no pads at a
No.
park. Insane thing to do, but
That's just fighting.
because I've always been like a bigger guy and I like to be big and strong. And so I like when I run and then nobody can stop me because I'm so strong. Arr.
Yeah, I'm sick of being able to stop me whenever I do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the king
Yeah, I
of the
remember in middle school we'd play Foursquare every day at recess, and we were very serious about it. It was like,
Schoolyard Foursquare is always like the most intense.
Or I don't know what you
Whatever.
guys used to call it, but in where I'm from, we called it red ass, which was like
All right. No. It's okay.
Why
Stop,
is
stop,
this
stop.
the time where you say where I'm from instead of being like Canadian, by the way? Canada. Has anyone mentioned Canada?
because
that it's
I
Canada.
have heard other Canadians call it different. People call it wall ball, or like I mean I guess that's like
So the options are wall ball and
Or
red
red
ass,
ass.
and you went with red ass.
Because that's
So
the
why-
opposite side of the guy. So
because
like,
it's funnier.
why is your ass red at any time during this game?
Yeah, the
You get a
objective.
spanking if you do a bad job.
Yeah.
The reason why it was
Wall.
called it was because it's like I mean you would throw the ball at the wall, and if you missed it, then the person would have to pick up the ball and try to throw it at you.
Oh, we did play that when I was a kid.
And the idea was to hit the other person in the ass and then make it red.
But do you have to turn around like a firing squad or?
Yes, so it's like if you were to, like the ball goes off the wall, if you fumble the catch on it, you would then have to run and touch the wall. If you don't touch the wall in time, but before the ball hits it again, you go and you stand up execution style against the wall.
Yeah, I do
and
like
the other
that.
person had to throw the ball at you.
I like whenever
and try to hit you.
I like when there's a sport or like some kind of game in like middle school, elementary school, and they're like, how do we spice this up? Violence.
Yeah.
Just
was-
hitting also. We had a game called, used to play called Bulldog, and you just run at each other. That's the game. You two of you go to opposite sides, and every time that whoever gets through like joins the other side.
Is it like
It's
Red Rover, but like
Yeah, I was thinking about Red Rover,
You
but-
just run at each
Oh.
other, and whoever doesn't get through gets like conscripted to the other side,
This
which
is like-
makes no
into the Royal Army?
which makes no sense because you can't win. You just keep going until everyone's on the other side again.
Yeah.
But then like yes, you keep going.
Wait, so you run at so like jousting almost? Like you just run at each other and try
Yeah,
to
but you don't
hit
like
each
tackle them.
other?
You just bump into each
just-
other and fall
That
over.
sounds so dangerous.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It's more than double digits number of times kids lost teeth.
Alternate names for red ass include Butts Up, Fireball, and Chunkus.
What region of Canada is Chunkus?
I can't speak on Chunkus.
That's Quebec. Le Chunkus.
I can't believe that you just said those three things that you said, Jacob. Because one of the options was, what was the?
We have an article from defacto.com. We need to talk about Chunkus.
Oh, butts
Alternate-
up. Butts up being where it started. And I was like, there's no way butts up is not going to be the funniest thing that Jacob says in the
Butts
next
up?
2 seconds.
The alternate names are Butts Up,
Butt
Fireball.
Wait,
and
don't
Chunkus.
wait,
Butt
don't
ball.
Butt ball, you can't lose that one.
Butts up, butt ball, fireball, Chunkus. Butt ball.
They didn't list
Fireball.
red ass in this article, but this is what came up when I searched.
It
red
redirects
ass.
from red ass. Yeah.
Well, then alternative. They should have red ass as the alternative names.
We need to talk about Chunkus.
Austin, did you ever encounter any of these other names?
No. It was always either wall
Oh my
ball or
god,
red
look
ass.
at this photo. It's a boy who's dressed like a boy. He's dressed
He's wearing a little sailor uniform.
This is the most like he's in like baggy cargo pants, and you can tell that this is like where he feels the most powerful. And then also there's another man off screen in a Bruno Mars cosplay because he's wearing sunglasses indoors and a backwards baseball
That's
cap.
the umpire.
You say man, but these are children.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Well, after butt ball,
It
he's a
makes
man.
men. It creates men, actually.
it's like war.
It's like war. Very similar, yeah.
And the other boy's weeping, by the way. As this,
Or beheaded.
yeah, he's weeping or his head's gone.
He's ready to receive.
He's butts up is what's happened.
Yeah,
He's chunk.
He is butts up.
He's butts up in preparation for red ass. So
Also, go Trojans. Whatever the team that
go
images.
Trojans.
Thankfully, not a racist one.
Yeah, the Trojan Chunkuses.
Does everyone want to play Trojan Chunkus?
Trojan Chunkus.
With a javelin?
That's like what I tell my doctor I have.
The
It's like I think
results
I
came
have.
back.
I think I have Chunkus.
Bad case of chunkus.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's move on.
This is an educational podcast. Right?
Our next sport is
Sport.
hockey, but it's underwater.
Oh, and what's its name?
It is.
Underwater hockey.
Of course. Oh.
Underwater hockey. And she
With
continues to think I'm
utensils.
crazy.
I wish I was this good at swimming.
Doing it with I will say the only athletic thing I've ever been good at in my life is swimming, and for the life of me, flippers. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
My feet are long enough.
You got
You
like
have-
built-in flippers.
Yeah, natural flipper.
What'd you call me? Is the snorkel really necessary?
Yeah, you're underwater.
Well, you have to see.
That's
a
true.
goggle. I could put goggle
Yeah,
on.
I
Wait,
suppose
why does
so.
it look like? Why isn't there a team I'm confused because everyone's together and I don't. I thought hockey had like goalies in another team.
I don't think I'd be able to tell by flipper.
This looks like
Oh, wait, they're both goals.
find the hockey puck underwater
with your friends.
and then swim around with your pals.
I think they're
It does
playing
look like
go
it'd be
swimming.
very chaotic.
Where's the goal?
There's no one to stop the goal.
Where is the goal?
It's at the end. They did put the ball in a little.
The pucks. Sorry,
Oh,
we
sorry,
used
sorry.
the.
Yeah, I think
appropriate-
that's the
See,
goal.
you see, it
Oh,
was
there's
like
no
a little.
goalie. No wonder.
Don't. This is the local Canadian. We don't take credit for this one.
You don't have any water. You only have ice.
Yeah.
I think this is shirts versus skins.
Yeah, they should fully nude. One team has to be fully nude.
That one's okay. So maybe we
Showing
can
their
listen to it
chuckles.
with them speaking about it, because without audio, I am truly confused. And maybe they can just say stuff about the sport that makes me go, "Oh, I get it."
It really is the ultimate team sport because there's no puck hog that can just do everything for your team. Eventually, that person's going to have to.
It's funny to just be like, it's really the ultimate team sport, and then cut to like a knot of human beings like underwater, like, kind of just like.
Jarvis, in school, did you ever used to play puck hog?
No, I was playing face down, ass up.
Red butt, ass, chunk.
I was playing.
We got no answer to chunkers. They never became
Well, that's why
any
we need to
clearer.
talk about it.
I don't. No one should.
This is a very funny sport and commentary because they're like, well, yeah, not one person can just be the best on your team because they're gonna have to breathe eventually. You're gonna have to.
We've lost a lot of competitors. A lot of the best players stayed underwater too long.
There's that Aquaman comic where he gets really good at underwater hockey because he just kind of doesn't have to breathe.
He's got to get PEDs.
He's
yeah.
the Michael Jordan of
Yeah, Michael Jordan didn't have to breathe.
But yeah, well, he doesn't.
Telekinesis.
Yeah.
Do you think you would get kicked out of basketball for using telekinesis? Because Airbud rules, it's not in the rules.
They would make it in the rules and then kick you out.
The hell? That's not very competitive.
Underwater hockey, I feel bad because it's like a real sport and people are clearly very passionate about it, but I'm giving it a C.
Yeah, no pogo. No pogo
I have to
work.
say, like, sometimes sports don't take off because they're hard to watch.
Yeah, I was just like,
As an observer, yeah.
I felt like I was just watching people like being like in a cuddle puddle underwater.
I was just watching a school of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wow, it looks,
Next up,
nature's beautiful.
underwater basketball.
Oh, what?
No.
That would
I
be
was
incredible.
so curious.
No. We've got the classic
Oh,
cheese roll.
okay, I'm not kidding. When we looked at the thing that was in Gloucester, I was like, oh, that's funny. If we went to Gloucestershire, it would be cheese rolling. I have done this.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more explanation. Let's watch. Oh dear, that is bad for your body.
Like cheese, huh?
That's not what cheese does.
Where does cheese come into
That
it?
guy's just
Well,
running.
Here's the thing.
You've never rolled cheese, and it
that-
shows.
I guess they're not showing it here, but essentially, what they do is an administrator of the race
The cheese guy.
goes to the top of this hill and throws a wheel of cheese down the hill. Then all of the participants roll down the hill in a similar fashion to the cheese, and whoever gets to the bottom of the hill first wins the cheese.
It's just crazy that you're all pretending you've never done this. We've all done this, right?
This person, the NC State. By the way, NC
Whoa.
State. How'd you get to the UK? That guy's just running.
Can we hear this accent? I guess.
I think a lot of people travel to this.
That's ridiculous.
Not the ones I used to do when I was pro.
That guy's just running, and I don't like him.
But he bounces on his butt like I've
the
never
amount
seen
of
before.
balance that these people have is
50-50. I don't want to break my bones.
Oh, European of some description.
Do you like cheese? No. Actually not. I don't like
Okay,
cheese
what?
that much. Have you come from
That's like
Ontario?
asking somebody who plays basketball if they like
Team
rubber.
Canada, shut up.
Oh, God.
Get in there.
Get out of here,
Are you a
man.
big fan of cheese, or what other reason? No, that just seemed like a good idea at the time. So.
So hold on, the
your
person
dad,
doing
by the
this
way.
interview, they're taking the piss, to use a British phrase.
They are taking the... Give me my piss.
Because no one gives a shit about cheese who's doing the cheese roll. That's not what you do the sport.
They just want to roll down a hill.
Yeah, well, personally, I really did want to get the cheese.
Yeah.
But I lost every single time because I didn't want to get hurt. So I would do a little bit of running, and then I would start rolling with my kind of legs tucked initially. I would bump into a rock or something, and then I would stand up and I would walk to the side crying.
There's got to be a gymnast who can just turn themselves into a wheel.
Yeah.
And then just crush this competition.
Just doing tumbles all the way down.
Yeah.
That would be...
Here's them rolling the cheese.
Cute.
And then everyone
This is
I don't like
you
this criticism.
You could describe.
cheese
It is
freaks.
funny that you could describe this as somebody who just really wanted cheese.
Yeah.
And then this is how they respond.
It's cheese chasing.
Watching the people fall is very funny.
Why is there a rugby team at the bottom?
They have a rugby team to catch people at the bottom of the hill.
That's what they're good at.
So they don't run into the crowd or what?
Yeah. I guess.
So they don't get the cheese.
So they don't hurt themselves, Anastasia, obviously.
This is like Walmart on Black Friday.
So this is your culture, Jordan?
Yeah. It sounds like somebody's never won any
Wait a
cheese.
second. I think that's Jordan. Wait, back up. I think Jordan's the guy putting the winning scarf, the natural cheese scarf.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go back for the event.
Yeah,
You know, what I'm
makes
going to
sense.
stay here all year.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Well, Austin would come over here during Canadian Thanksgiving. No, you'd go home.
It's like, here you go. You forgot your Gryffindor scarf.
Hey, watch out, mate. You've only gone and forgot your cheese.
Wait, is that even real cheese or is it just like a cardboard
It
fake
is.
cheese?
It's like Worcestershire cheese.
It's Gloucestershire cheese. Couldn't have put it better myself. Hello, you coming down to Gloucester? I'll get you a wheel, whatever you fancy, mate. You need some cheddar?
I do actually want some.
Bit of Welsh rarebit, cheap.
What's he say? I want to hear I want to hear the winner.
My knee got. I'm gonna get it to her, so she's gonna get the cheese.
God.
Hey, how was it for you?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he did this last time.
I show speed.
What is I Show Speed doing here?
That's crazy
What?
that they buried that 3 minutes.
That's insane.
They didn't even show him doing it.
What do you mean I Show Speed shows up 3 minutes into this fucking video?
He was just unrelatedly running down the hill.
And then Jacob just hitting us with the, oh yeah, Speed's in this.
Yeah, I think he made his own video about it too. But yeah.
Wait, back up. I want to hear what Speed has to say.
One big question. Do you like cheese?
Yeah, of course I like cheese,
Hey,
but
there
I
we go.
promised my grandma that I'm gonna get it to her, so she's gonna get the cheese.
Nerd.
Hey, how was
She's
it
a
for
rat.
you?
It was alright. I'm still fractured leg, but hey, we still
fractured
living.
leg?
Yep. We still living though.
What was your technique on the way down?
Slide, but when I was like, I wanted to get up and run,
Yeah,
but I
he
couldn't
is.
because I was too slippery, so I just had to keep sliding. But
I just gotta
I
thank
wanna do
God.
it again, 'cause I
I want
know
to
how to
thank the
win.
team. We might have lost this time, but you know it's about the grind.
It is very interesting to see him like in this context. Wait, I'm genuinely interested in what he's saying.
His eyes are following me.
so I just had to keep sliding. But I want to do it again because I know how to win now. I went like 4th place my first time with no technique, with no videos, but
No way.
yeah, I did it though.
You can have another go.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Oh, he's got a.
He,
He like
said,
hurt
he said he's
himself.
fractured his leg.
Is that Ronaldo?
He said fractured leg, but we're still living.
He got 4th place at this. Of course he did. Dude's an athlete.
It's like all that. Yeah, I constantly will get shorts, which is just essentially fan cams of him hanging out with gymnasts and being able to almost do the same stuff.
Yeah, they'll like do something and then they'll be like, oh, okay, now my turn. And then he does it and they're like, I am an Olympian.
Yeah, like a
how did you
generational
do that?
athlete.
Like when he
Isn't he,
raced
like-
Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
Isn't he trying out for the Olympics like
He
next
said
time?
that he
or
said that
something?
he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna do it for.
They
real.
wouldn't let him join because he's too good at sport, at everything.
Since it's Jordan's culture, I'll give that an S. As
And
an
we all
olive
agree,
branch
right?
To me and the
I actually loved it.
the Brits.
S for slippy sliding down the hill.
S for showing speed.
Or Swiss cheese.
Yeah, there's a S,
I
baby.
do like that the image is the man holding the wheel of cheese.
Honestly, two very British
Good
sports right
old
at the
classic Gloucester cheese.
top. It is good too.
Gloucester cheese.
This is making me I'm very rarely nostalgic for home.
This being the thing that made you nostalgic is, I'm gonna say it, surprising.
Yeah. It reminds me of an era, drinking vodka at the park, getting yelled
Rolling
at
down
for,
a hill.
getting yelled at for drinking vodka at the park, having my vodka taken away because we were like 15.
You'll never catch the cheese wheels, and then that's what you called your gang of misfits
Yeah.
that you hung
Let's
out
get
with.
out of here. We
And then
trying
you
to
just turn
tumble
it,
away,
you're Transformers, but for a wheel.
Roll, boys.
but we're on
Yeah,
a flat.
let's roll out, and then you just all wheel away.
We're on a flat surface, so they catch us easily.
Right, you roll
desperately
very
trying to roll.
slowly because.
All right, we've got just a few more.
Okay.
To finish up our interesting sports. This one is camel jumping in Yemen.
Now wait, camel jumping?
Are you jumping over the camels or the camels jumping?
That's a great question.
I think you're jumping over the camels, and I think we're about to see athleticism one could only comprehend.
I think we're about to see Speed
Yeah,
leap
you're-
over the
He's
entire
gonna,
resort.
yeah, he's gonna show up halfway through, and he's gonna be like, honestly, I got 4th without any trying, without watching a video.
He jumped over 5
I think I could win. I do have a broken leg, so my 90-foot vertical would have been much higher.
I got the camels bit both of my feet off, but I was able to do a front flip over the entire nation of Yemen.
Did you know that
Oh, here
You've
we
been.
go.
It's no.
Here we
But
fucking
it's
go.
kind of common for camels to bite people's heads off.
I would dodge.
Off? What do you mean off?
Their mouths are so small.
No, they'll just pop you like a
What
pimple.
are you talking about? Off?
I swear to God. I'm not making
To God.
this up.
Because you're going to hell. If you're wrong,
I
you're
swear
going
to
to
I swear to God, if you make us watch a camel beheading video,
Fine, put it
I've
on.
never seen.
World star.
Don't look at videos.
Hmm.
Camel bites owner's head off
after being tied up all day.
The Independent.
Well, yeah.
I guess, yeah, you just don't tie a camel up
Don't
all
do
day.
that.
Yeah, don't do
Hit
that.
it off. I mean, I know they're big, but that's big.
Look at that mouth. Look at that camel mouth.
What'd that mouth do?
And then look
Bite
at
a
how
head
big the camel's eyes are. And then look at how those eyes are looking at that head. He could just bite off. He's like, I'm going to bite him off.
The man who jumps the furthest.
Respect.
Oh my
God
God.
damn.
Does require
Sorry, we got to get a replay on that.
That was, I want the side view.
to a landing area positioned behind up to 6 camels.
Look how high his bounce.
The man who
Oh, he goes off a little ramp, I guess. But still.
Damn, no shoes.
And he kicks out.
He
Like,
could have
that
done
was-
another one.
He was doing that. Him kicking out was like showing off. That was like him doing a
Zaid
kickflip.
Omar is one of the best
I
jumpers
did
in the south.
once when I was a little kid, met a
Bare
guy from
feet,
Yemen,
too.
and he said I looked like I was from Yemen. So
Yeah. Okay. So there isn't.
one.
There
There
is,
is a
like a
ramp.
ramp.
I thought there was
still.
multiple camels this time.
Well, I think they're
I think
two
they
different
work up
videos.
to it.
I was 12 years old when I first started camel jumping with some of my friends. I've been training regularly ever since, and I've improved a lot. Now I can clear 5 to 6 camels, and I'm the best among my friends.
5 to 6 camels. I don't think I could get on a camel.
I don't. Yeah.
That is insane.
What?
They should be in the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Other
is
than not
my
having-
Spider-Man.
They just don't have the opportunity to like get into it.
Next
but
time
this is
somebody's like,
incredible.
"Did you know that Tom Holland did his own stunts for Spider-Man?" And it's like him doing some gymnastics, which is seemingly impressive. I'm gonna send the most impressive video I've ever seen.
This
which is a
guy
man
should have
saying
been.
that now he can jump over 5 to 6 camels.
This guy should be in the next I'm Going Home or whatever the next
Yeah.
Spider movie's called. Spider-Man, I'm Going Home.
Spider-Man.
Did he like leapfrog?
He kind
over
of
camel?
free ran.
I think,
Whoa,
I think
that's-
this one was he didn't get over.
This
Oh.
that look though is a Spider-Man. He did the
That
Spider-Man
pose,
for a
yeah.
second. I hope he's
Sick.
okay.
The danger of getting injured doing camel jumping.
It could bite your head
You
off.
are at risk until you land. If you do not land on the ground correctly, you could really hurt your legs.
Camel jumping contests are usually held at local festivals.
Whoa, and didn't
Best
frickin'
jumpers
like
practice
just landed
regularly
on 2
throughout
feet.
the year. To excel, competitors must be both strong.
It's fun to that the BBC or whatever is trying to embellish it with a little flavor when the sport is jumping over a camel. To succeed at the sport, you need to jump and it needs to go over the camel. You might think that you're allowed to land before you get to the camel. A
No,
common
would be
mistake.
Yeah.
An
A
amateur's
common
move.
mistake that has cost the lives of many.
1,000 years.
One man jumped directly into the camel's mouth.
A rookie mistake.
We
Whoa, this guy's getting
I show
greased up.
Speed was in the last one. David Attenborough's going to show up doing the narration
Yeah.
for this.
Where's this going?
Oh, S.
Oh, S 100 S plus.
S plus.
Like what? Look at that thumbnail. Where?
Yeah, look at that.
Jacob's
That-
trying to
what
put
is
it in
that?
A. What are you doing?
What are you doing,
Jacob, you have
Jacob?
no respect for the nation
My
of Yemen.
finger couldn't go any further up on the track then.
He's racist. I can't. I have to leave cheese rolling and dressage.
Okay, here's the thing though. I got nervous when the camel was nearly, landed
Beheaded.
upon.
Oh yeah.
He almost
So
ironically.
it kind of does make sense that camels eat people or bite their heads off.
God, does that put it in A? But it's
I
so
know, it
cool.
does include an
S.
animal.
And the camel, honestly.
The camels are like a little bit less involved than with a
So
reindeer.
that's like the thing. I was gonna say that
They're
the
not doing
nice
the
thing
work.
is the camels just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
But the bad side,
Why is it camels? And they just be a wall.
the
Yeah,
bad,
it literally could be anything, right?
the bad part though is that if they're bad at the sport, then they would land on a camel, and that sucks.
It's a tricky one to start. It's kind of like being in like the Blue Angels or whatever, where it's like if you fuck up ever, even once.
Yeah,
It's
what's
just
the
over.
learning curve on like how do you learn how to do that?
I want to know the origin.
You get a fake camel that looks like a stuffed animal.
Yeah, they start with a dog.
Pommel camel.
You jump
Hobby
over
camel.
a Jack Russell.
It all started by jumping over this rock.
Yeah,
It looks kind of like a camel.
And the guy's chatting, and then the translator's like, I remember that first time I did it, it was by accident. I tripped and tumbled over a camel. And I thought, what if I'd done it on purpose?
Our second to last sport
Okay, I'm excited.
War.
is
Blood sport.
pumpkin kayaking.
Whoa! Giant pumpkin regatta.
What? Is this like the flying machine thing where they're just kind of like fun? It's not practical. Wait.
Dude,
He's on.
now I'm obsessed with like the news anchor introducing a local interest story like it was written by ChatGPT, where they just say basic things about humans often gather and engage in sport. for
Social
entertainment.
animals, known as mammals.
It does have similar vibe to like soapbox racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, can we back up? I want to hear them vamp a little bit about.
Hard to believe that giant pumpkins can not only float, but be paddled competitively by creatively dressed humans for fun and prizes.
Vsauce?
By the way, did ChatGPT write this?
Me, a human, of course.
Run on sentence.
It's that
Why do they always
that
dress
TikTok
up like
rocket
this?
raccoon voice. Me when I'm going on a boat in the ocean. I love water, which is the opposite of solid stuff.
I'm Bradley Cooper, by the way.
Hey, what's up over here?
It is Bradley Cooper, right?
It is
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper over here.
I'm in a giant pumpkin regatta.
I don't reckon that's the real Captain America.
Racing here at the Giant Pumpkin Regatta, Part 2. There's racing in giant gourds.
Sometimes they'll get a little too hungry and eat the gourd, thus sinking and never coming back.
This is Captain America inside of a giant pumpkin. It looks like he's standing up. And he's not at all paddling the boat.
Here's Captain America in a big gourd. Weird, innit?
It's weird.
You'd be surprised.
Before you step inside one of these hollowed hulks, though, be advised that
This is like
pumpkin
Mario
racing
Kart.
is not-
It's a Mario Party minigame. Pumpkin palaver.
Of course, it's in Oregon.
Wait, are these real?
Yeah.
They gone that big?
Yeah, they have competitions where you like grow a big pumpkin.
What are they
and
doing
I
with
assume
that?
that the losers get carved and turned into boats.
So wait, hang on. Are we eating these?
No. So part of the sport is gutting it.
Yeah, do you have to do it there?
Yeah.
You fashion it right in the moment?
I think that you fashion it in
that
the
seems
moment.
impossible.
Ooh, that'd be cool. A sport where you have to like make the kayak before you race. That'd be fun.
You don't want that water lapping over and into the pumpkin, correct?
Right, it doesn't have a drain.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
it's a boat.
This is an alien. This guy's from space.
Wow. No, you don't want the water coming into the gourd. Right, because the whole reason it's floating is because there's no water in the gourd.
Right, and you want to keep it on the top of the water or sink?
Now, if water gets inside of the gourd, then it would no longer be a boat that was functional, right? There's no drainage. Oh, well, I think you should just add a drain.
Now, within the sport of cheese rolling, you don't roll up the hill, correct?
No, you got to roll down the hill.
Right, that makes sense. I Show Speed would be able to do it, actually. He would be rolling
he
up
would-
the hill.
He would be underwater pumpkin submarine racing.
Also, not to be pedantic, but pumpkin, it's a gourd.
Well, the title is Giant Pumpkin, Giant Gourds.
This is a great
Joker.
YouTube title. Giant Pumpkin Regatta Racing in Giant Gourds. They could just add like Finger Family,
Spider-Man, Elsa
Spider-Man
pregnant.
Elsa, and then it's like a children's video.
Spider-Man, animation pregnant Batman, the Joker.
The Jerker.
Yeah, you know, play chunkers and the Joker in school? Heavier.
Dude, what's stopping somebody from putting like a propeller on the back of one of these?
Ambition.
Yeah, because that guy's built a whole like
the
entry
hell?
pod.
Oh, risky though, isn't it? Oh, you get stuck. Oh, it tips over.
Jordan just unlocked a new fear. Look at his eyes.
Whoa.
Now you're putting a portal in that thing, huh?
Yes.
Is that legal?
Anything's legal but a motor.
Oh.
Oh, anything's legal, but that answers my question.
Okay, giraffe face paint presents a unique issue because density-wise, you are bridging on blackface. Once there's enough spots
If
close
I
enough together.
squint, yeah.
Yeah, that's close.
He's
Yeah.
Well, that's a situation where his brother was actually had his head bitten
Oh,
off
he's
by a
the
giraffe,
back.
and he had to take it back.
It's a hobby giraffe.
This
Stop
one
pumpkin.
gets a G for gourd.
Yeah, can I give this a G for
This, I don't know why this one doesn't get my gourd.
I think it's reindeer
A
level.
D for
It's a
Dord?
reindeer game.
Jacob's putting it in C.
Jacob's a renegade.
Jacob's putting it in B now. Jacob's
a
loving
S,
it.
S for sword.
Oh, that would be better.
Yeah, let's put it in D. I'd put it in F if I could. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. Okay. So already it's hockey with a tennis ball. So
There's less hockey than underwater.
This one feels like a place where people flex if they can ride a unicycle.
I mean, you play like road hockey with tennis ball sometimes.
I don't.
Oh, okay. I never.
I
Sorry,
don't, mate.
That's the most Canadian thing you said all day. And you said I'm from Canada.
Yeah, you said, oh, that is pretty cool though.
No, this is cool.
That should be violent.
It looks scary.
This looks hard.
I knew a kid in college who would ride on a unicycle and then juggle.
What,
Was he a clown?
I think he did go to like clown camp or something. This is pretty cool, actually.
This is fucking sick. Right now, it's honestly, it's wheeling towards an S. What do you think?
There's no animals, so that's already good.
Big help.
Oh wow, he's bouncing it on the. Yeah, this is sick. I'm gonna give this an S.
It's a very effective team sport. One of them's got a cool orange wheel. That's fun.
It's so impressive to me when people ride unicycles how they can not only go forward but very quickly switch to going backwards.
Yeah, that's. Whoa, look at that.
He's playing by himself. He's playing wall ball.
Dude, just
God,
think
that
of-
is pretty sick.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna give that. I would give that an S.
I hate how cool all hockey is. Because you guys don't deserve
Don't
it.
tell Austin this.
Too late. I heard it.
No, I like.
Do you
I
play
like
hockey?
I did, yeah, my whole
Oh
life.
man, that's crazy.
Oh, okay. I feel worse then. You can do curling.
I've done curling,
brush
but not a lot.
Was that the last one, or what's this one where the guy's holding something?
Well, this one I wasn't gonna include this one, but
Well,
it's,
let's include it for bonus.
Okay, bonus. This is it's
It's cold.
it's catfish noodling. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
No. It's,
Okay, so
Is it
this
bad?
this is like a Midwest Southern thing. So you have fishing where you can catch fish,
Okay, I've heard of
Yes,
that.
yeah.
and then there's noodling
Where you catch noodles.
Yes.
where you
That guy's hair is so shiny, it looks fake. It looks like a Lego hair.
It's inserted.
basically what you
Is he
do.
peeing in the water?
Yeah, what's he doing to that
You
fish?
find a catfish den, which is a hole in the mud or dirt where
Oh.
catfish live,
And they put the
I don't-
toad in the hole.
I don't like it.
and you
So
put
far.
your arm in the.
Oh, okay.
In,
I don't like it.
I've seen this before, I think.
That's you.
So far, I don't like it.
What? Look what he found!
Oh my god!
She was in there. Oh my god.
So you find where the catfish lives, and then you basically stick your hand in there. It bites your hand, and then you grab it.
What?
It's not gonna hurt your hand.
No,
It's not camel.
I mean a lot of people wear gloves. I think.
Hey, it's slippery.
Yeah, it's a fish.
Have you ever heard of the goonch?
Stop.
Is that like crunk or whatever?
The goonch is a big scary fish.
massive catfish that
No.
actually eats people.
No, no.
What?
I have to stop you.
And it's
No, it
alive
isn't.
today?
Yeah.
Is it like the Loch Ness monster but for catfish?
There's a whole episode of river monsters
with
about
Jeremy
it.
Wade?
That show fucking rocks.
A mysterious fish that appears in multiple episodes of an Animal Planet show. Are we sure it's real?
Yeah.
There he is.
That's
Oh,
it?
I think I have seen this episode of River
Yeah.
Monsters, yeah.
It was a great episode. I absolutely loved
If
it.
there's one thing I love, it's finding a monster in a river. He is miserable the whole show till he gets to go fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's always him
doesn't wanna
talking to
talk
like
people.
a very delicate Peruvian boy describing how their mother was carried away by a big fish, and he's just going like, "I miss my mother, she died," and then he's like, right.
I don't
Let's
care.
get a move on because
Let's
I want to
get
go fishing.
to fishing.
Okay, this is
That's
this
too
is
big, huh?
entirely too much for me.
Yeah, no, I have an uncle and a cousin who have done catfish noodling before, and they invited me to go with them one time, and I was like,
You were the
I
bait.
was like 11. I was like, they'll eat me.
I was
Yeah.
just shocked.
No.
I was just shocked by that woman who I wasn't expecting you to pop out of the water.
I thought he was.
I thought he was in the
He
hole.
was I think he was there to grab her in case the catfish got her.
Oh, he was spotting her.
Imagine he pulls her back up and
Why
it's the
does it look like
catfish. and
he's
not-
wearing like medieval armor?
Protecting
Like there's
himself.
something about him that just looks like he's in the wrong time period.
He's emerging from the machine. That's some
This
nasty
is like
water.
how I look at when I'm peeing in the pool.
He ain't happy.
I reveal
What, Jarvis, are you
Jarvis,
okay?
what are you doing?
I'm fine.
Fine.
Everything's
Nothing.
fine
So it's
over
turning
here.
purple or
How you
whatever.
doing? Nothing?
Nothing's happening. I just can't move,
Worry
and
not.
I've birthed a woman.
Oh no, I had a kid in the pool. How embarrassing.
All right. Well,
C for catfish?
I will give the catfish a C for catfish. A C for catfish.
A tier list, but you just organize by alphabetical order.
I don't understand at all. Why is that at the top?
Where's M?
Organizing an alphabet tier list where you're like, A, I guess that's gonna go in the A tier.
Okay.
It's like ranking numbers by number system.
Number
You're like,
10.
One, that's gotta be a
One.
4. Yeah.
It would be genuinely really fun. I finally come back and stream for the first time in like 2 years, and I stone-facedly never admit it's a joke. Do a tier list, and it is by letter. It's like, oh, okay, what do we have? Cake. See, A is for apple. The cow goes moo. Well.
Would you look what we have here?
You watching / listening to the episode of Sad Boys.
POV, we're bullying you.
For some of you, we're in your TV right now.
And for some of you, we're on your little phone.
Or maybe an iPad.
Or an iPad, a larger phone.
I'm looking at all your files.
I'm feeling them with my brain.
Oh, this one's disgusting. You got nasty
I'm
files
sticking
in
my
here.
arm in there like a catfish hole.
I'm pulling it at a woman.
Oh no!
What the hell?
Oh no, the woman that lives in your phone.
Oh, I'm looking at your secret texts and ooh,
I can't believe you
weird.
sent that.
Oh, I'm revealing it to everyone.
They're
I'm
not
sending
gonna-
it to your family.
They're not going to want to text you back about that.
No, don't look at my files.
Stop it. No, you're in my brain. We're going to head over to Sad Boyz Nightz where we're going to do some fun things that you heard about when we said it in the moment.
Worry not.
That's happening for the low price of $5 a month over on patreon.com/sadboys. Only use discretionary entertainment spending for that.
Thank you so much for listening to us, two tired boys.
Two tired boys.
And
we end every episode of Sad Boys with a particular phrase. And we're sure.
The government wants you to kill me. I'm invasive.
I'm an invasive species on a racial species. I'm eating Reese's Pieces.
Racially.
Racially. I'm eating racial.
Racist species.
Racist species. We're having fun. We're having a good old time. And we feel great.
Oh, and we're not tired.
So many lies.
I feel better every day. My knees are getting healthier with age.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it.
Girl, too rich for me.